Okay, good. All right, good. So we should be live now. Let me do my quick audio check with Brian here. Can you hear me, Brian? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Are we good? Are we good? Let me come over here to the training page and let me refresh the page that we are all on and make sure that everything is working. Are we good? There we go. Come over here to the training. Okay, great. Looks like we are underway, guys. Welcome, welcome. Let me turn off my Skype here. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it, buddy. All right, so let me turn off my Skype here. There goes Brian. Sets us all up, sets up all the technology for us every time we do these. So I'm going to get rid of Skype, close that, so I have as much bandwidth as possible. We're going to get right and rolling with our weekly Thursday internet marketing training for you guys. Welcome, welcome to another edition of the Power Lead System weekly Thursday night training. I like to call it TNT. It's dynamite, TNT. Thursday night training. We go through some strategies and tactics to help you become a more prolific affiliate marketer, not be lost or overwhelmed or information overloaded out there, help you simplify some stuff, but teach you some step-by-steps on how you can generate more traffic, collect more leads, follow up with those prospects effectively, and generate more sales and more duplication in your business. So we have a packed out set of content today, guys. So what I want to do is I want to welcome you to this page. Anywhere, if you're brand new, that you're looking at this page where we're doing this hangout, it might have a whole bunch of different designs and looks to it. But the fact is, all of our Power Lead System affiliates get access to a page like this so that it can track sales and prospects to you. It can have buttons under it, just invite people to free training. And it does a lot of the work educating and training your team, educating and training yourself, staying on the bleeding edge of what's working out there, what you can do to generate traffic and leads for your business. And it's a whole lot of fun. It's a cool page. You don't have to program it, code it, design it. You can just get it as an affiliate. You'll have one of these pages too to invite people to. So let me go to screen share. I'm going to go to screen share and I'm going to bring up tonight's coaching session. Hold on one second. I'll tell you what we're training on tonight in a minute. Let me just share my screen, get rid of these funky little messages, take a sip of my coffee, and we will be underway. Hold on. There we go. What I'm going to do is start the slideshow so you can see this better. Start from the beginning. Right there, guys. All right, so let's all take a collective sip of our nice Java or water and talk about this. So again, welcome to Thursday training, Power Lead System, internet marketing training. Invite people to free training on your own version of this page. We train them and you get paid. That's what goes on here, okay? Keeping it real simple, that's what we do. We train your affiliate army for you, and we send you commissions for inviting people to free training. How cool is that? All right, so this is always a cool quote. Napoleon Hill from the big book, Law of Success, page 100, published way back in 1979. The man who can intelligently use the knowledge possessed by another is as much or more a man of education as the person who merely has the knowledge but does not know what to do with it. Faith without works is dead, right? Another way to put it, maybe a 2,000-year quote over a 30 or 40-year quote, right? Pretty cool stuff, 45-year, whatever that is. All right, so anyway, let's get right to it. New session for tonight. Let's focus on fast content for leads. How to generate fast, relevant, authoritative content that you can share on your social media. And I will explain to you why sharing this kind of content is important. You're going to have people, if you follow our training, you're going to have people snooping around your Facebook to see who you are and what you are about. What are you posting? That separates a lot of people that get sales and prospects from a lot of people that don't, that get ignored, that repel people away, right? They may be nice to you, but if they're not buying from you, well, there might be a couple of reasons, right? This may be one of them. So anyway, fast content for lead generation, how to find and post content fast that helps generate leads and prospects. And I'm going to show you a specific example of how I do it. I don't even think about it anymore. I just do it as I go around my day. I see something, ooh, that applies. That'll get some people, waking up and thinking. That's a little provocative. Let me share that story on my Facebook. And so that's all this is. But there is a bigger mechanism working in our marketing that allows you to turn that attention and interest into cash flow and a growing army of affiliates under you. Okay. So there is a method to our madness that goes along with everything else that we teach. But what I want to do first is I want to help you. If you're new around here, I want to help you find all of the recordings so that you can catch up on our training. And also, if you're an affiliate with us or starting your 7-day free trial with us, I want to teach you how you can replicate and have your own version of this page so that you can invite people to free training. We can train them and you can generate cash. Isn't that pretty cool? All right, so let's get right down to it. How to find the recordings of our trainings on Thursday nights and how to replicate this page. That's what I'm going to show you how to do right now. So for the first one, you want to head to, for replicating this page, new affiliates, you want to go to promotethursdaytraining.com. When you get there, you're going to see the top picture to the left. That is a tutorial page with 2 videos, 2 sets of tutorial videos. They're each about 1 or 2 minutes long. That's it. And they show you how to do a couple of things. Number 1, you're going to learn how to make a replicate of this exact page. Well, maybe the design will be a little bit different. It's the one that we have in the back office, but it does the same exact thing that this page does. Okay, you're going to replicate your version of this training page. And number 2, where the second video teaches you where to find the promotional email that we've already written for you and how to click a couple of times in the back office so that you can email that training invitation to your list as it grows, which will then invite people to this training. All right, so you're going to have the page and you're going to have a way to promote this training. And all you have to do now is just implement our traffic generation, our lead generation strategies that we teach you. And you're going to have people flowing through this free educational content as well. You get step-by-step instructions there. So that's how to replicate the page. Let me teach you how to find all of the recordings of the prior trainings. We have them in a special YouTube channel, but this is a faster way to find them. In your back office, when you log into Power Lead System, there's a menu bar up at the top. Over to the right, it says training. When you hover over that, you will see an icon, an image, like a banner that says Power Lead System Training Center. When you click to get to the training center, it looks like the picture here up and to the right. When you get there, you click on the menu bar where it says replays, right? You log into the training center, you click on replays, and you're going to get that page right there where the recorded trainings are at. And all it says, very simple, you can't break it. It says watch Google Hangout replays, click here. When you click that, it's going to open up directly to the video library on the special YouTube channel, this one that we're on right now, where all of these trainings are stored. And you're only going to find 2 kinds of videos here. Number 1 are going to be recordings of our Wednesday overview hangout. Number 2 is going to be recordings of these Thursday night trainings. That's it. And if you just stumble your way onto that YouTube channel, you can teach yourself by consuming that content, studying the concepts, how to be a prolific affiliate marketer and make a full-time income with Power Lead System. Pretty cool, right? So that's how to find the recordings. Okay. Now for further training, back at the Power Lead System Training Center, see up in the menu bar there to the left, there's a tab for schedule. When you click on schedule, you'll open up the page that shows you the weekly hangout and trainings schedule. And there you're going to see the links where you can click and get to the Monday training, the Tuesday training, the Wednesday overview hangout, and the Thursday internet marketing training. It's like a little university that you have access to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You get to the training center, you click on training schedule, and of course you can click around that training center too. System video, YouTube training, daily tips, replays, the marketing system, how to get traffic, all of that is at that training center, how to generate automated traffic, how to create your funnels, your own pages, all of that training, how to master the use of Power Lead System. The tutorials are on this training center, but I want to keep it very streamlined, very simple. That's how you plug into our training. Okay? All right, so we've done that. Let's get right into the content. So let's talk about it, and then I'm going to show it to you. When I'm going to go on screen share, I'm going to share with you exactly how I do this every single day, so that if you want to, you can model this. Okay, of course, all you got to do too is just buy a bunch of expensive leads and get on the phone and call them and invite them to review a simple way to make money from home. You can always go old school and do that, but we're a little bit beyond that. I want to give you some other ideas that where you can leverage social media and content marketing is what we're talking about tonight, so that you can generate your own traffic, generate your own leads and prospects, and then follow up with them. It's more efficient to be following up with leads and prospects that chose to be your lead and your prospect based on specific content and information you share with them. It's a whole lot more effective and efficient to follow up with them on the phone or on Skype or on Facebook Messenger, however you like to do it, versus calling cold leads. I'm just saying, everything works if you know how to do it right. Okay, so don't throw anything else out either. Some people come to me and man, they've been calling cold leads all their life. And they're like, hey, how do I learn how to do this? And I tell them, well, if you've already got that skill set, just keep using the skill set, your strength that you've mastered through time, and just invite them to review a quick video. Right? So use the presentation system we have. But in this case, we're going to teach you how to use fast content that generates leads and gets visibility, because you're going to be promoting this and sharing this on social media. And remember, part of our training, we teach you how to grow your social media audience consistently. So let's get right into it. We're going to make some assumptions. We always go and we focus on the basic fundamentals, because if you're not doing these next 4 things, then this is not going to work for you. That's why these are so important, and they're right in your back office. Okay, number 1, we're going to assume that you're building your Facebook audience using our Endless Free Leads training by Max Steingart that you can find in the back office of Power Lead System. This works hand in hand with those strategies. That way, when you share this information, I'm going to show you how to find and post tonight. It's going to get seen by more and more people consistently through time. And this is a very important strategy specifically for those of you that are still working very, very busy hours or weird schedules in your full-time jobs. This is very important for you because this is something you can do quickly. It adds a lot of leverage and automation. It doesn't take a lot of time. And the content, authoritative content itself that you're sharing, and of course, then our presentation systems that we give you access to, those are going to do the majority of the work for you. And the way you're going to express that this works for other people that are busy is you're going to just tell them the truth. You're going to say, look, I'm very, very busy in my full-time job right now, but with this system and the training and the content, the way that we share it, it's very, very doable to create a full-time income on a part-time schedule for working people just like us using this system. So that's why it works for me, it'll work for you. And you're going to use that story, the truth. Everybody's busy. Everybody's financially stressed. Nobody has any time, but we still need additional income in our lives to raise our own families and not die so young of heart attacks, right? Yeah, so there you go. Just use the truth, my friend. But anyway, number 1 is that you're using our training to build your Facebook audience so that this content is going to get to more people. The second assumption is that as you begin to engage with more and more people on social media, you are aware that people are nosy by nature. And as you begin to engage with them, especially using the techniques we teach you, it's going to make you stick out very, very brightly among the masses. And people are going to want to run to your profile, click on your profile, click on your name, click on your profile picture. They're going to want to get to your Facebook wall to see who you are and what you're really about. And that's where a big question comes in. What kind of content are they going to find on your Facebook wall? Is it going to attract them to learn more about you and what you can help them do? or is it going to repel them away from you? That's very, very important. So this is very important. Most people just spam out stuff and that repels others. All right, we teach you to focus on leading with some value, some entertaining content, depending on your personality. If you've got a sense of humor still, I know, mainstream media, a lot of the stuff going on right now, all of a sudden, it's like it's a sin to make people smile and laugh at ourselves and have a sense of humor. But entertaining content, valuable content, sense of humor content, depending on your personality, if it merges well with your personality, find that kind of content. And also lead with posts that inspire, that educate, and that uplift people, because we all know they're getting bashed and hated and trolled, and negativity's all over the place. Cynicism, nihilism, shut it down, shut everything down, forget this system. All that stuff is already going out there, man. We want to be productive. We want to be positive. We want to be uplifting, motivate, and put a smile on people's face. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. But so this part here, number 2, that's what we're going to help you do with what we're sharing with you tonight. Number 3 assumption, also building your audience, is that you're also taking our training and following through. You're building your email list by buying traffic, advertising, promoting whenever you can into your marketing funnel. Okay, building your audience that way. And on the follow-up, on the back end, you're inviting those people to follow you on Facebook. Okay, that's the way to build your audience too. And number 4, another assumption, we're assuming that you're sending a daily email to your list to follow you on Facebook, or get to your presentation pages, and or our hangout pages like these, and or to subscribe to your YouTube channel if you have one, or to your Facebook if you like having little conversations with people with your phone on live streams on Facebook, things like that, and talk about this stuff. I'll share with you that in a second, how to do that. That's the second step to this, another level. And inviting people to watch your videos, inviting people to follow you on Facebook, inviting people to these hangouts, your presentations, and to your YouTube channel, things like that. Okay, so now, assuming that you're doing that, here is what we're going to do. Step 1, we're going to teach you how to quickly find legitimate, authoritatively sourced news and articles, reports, videos that make people think. Provocative stuff that stops them in their tracks and makes them think, you know what? He's got a point. I've been putting that off. I'm sick and tired of that. We're going to agitate a little bit of pain, right? We're not going to do it on purpose to make them feel bad. We're just going to remind them of some truths and invite them to look at solutions to those painful situations so many millions of people find themselves in, the kinds of economic systems that we live in. Okay, I'm going to show you how I did that and where you find your own. So let me see. Do I want to go on screen share yet, or do I want to go through some of these bullet points? Let's go through some of these bullet points. What kind of content am I talking about that will switch people on, to kind of wake them up a little bit, to want to learn how we can help them with this situation? What kind of content do I find and share that gets people thinking about, hey, you know what it is? I have been thinking about maybe at some point learning a plan B, learning another way that I can add additional cash flow to my life, right? Maybe start that business on the side. Maybe learn how to use the internet, like these people tell me that they're using the internet to generate income. Maybe it's time for me to really take a look at that, right? What kind of content do I share? Well, number 1, knowing that there's a lot of work-related stress and people. I'm going to show you a story right now that breaks people's heart, man. It's just real. I'm going to show you a story right now about work-related stress. Super young people that have absolutely no business being so stressed out because of the uncertainty and the overwork and the whole environment, sometimes, not always, but sometimes, that it gives them heart attacks that kill them at 31. What in the world is going on? Where the government acknowledges that it is a thing in their society, so they're working out ways to have people stop committing suicide and stop dying from heart disease and stress-related deaths on the work site. What's going on there, right? So you will see stories like that, very real, that you can share with people. Number two, a lot of people are in situations where they're not raising their own kids. And that pulls at some very, very deep and painful emotional heartstrings. And that pulls at some emotional strings, and it's very raw, very real, but it's true, right? A lot of us, that's why I had the desire to do this. I was just sick and tired of not being able to raise my own family. And so that's the main reason that keeps me here 17 years full-time going. I got to raise my own kids, man. Okay. So not raising their own kids, that might be a reason. You know, people get sick and tired of raising their kids on Facebook with pictures. You know, oh, Johnny took his first step today. You know, what are you doing? Oh, I'm here at the cubicle, right? Another thing, talking back about absolute burnout on the job and reasons why, you find articles and news stories about that, videos. Uncertainty, layoffs. We've got AI, artificial intelligence. We've got robotics. We've got all of that merging. We've got taxis driving themselves, and soon freight trucks delivering supplies driving themselves. When are we going to have planes flying themselves? What's next? Right? So we have all of that happening right now, and that's got people feeling very, very nervous. And of course, no matter how great or how wonderful it is, no matter what, people are still financially stressed out. They're carrying too much debt to pay for their lifestyle. And no matter what, even if they love their jobs, it's either not enough money or not enough time. People feel broke. They're looking for ways to inject an additional cash flow stream into their life. Those are the kinds of content that I look for, amongst other things that I post on Facebook. But those are when I'm trying to elicit a reaction to people to really want to turn to our training and begin to plug in seriously and learn what we do. These are the kinds of stories and videos and reports and articles and content that get that job done. It just makes them wake up enough that they want to go click back on your link and pay attention this time. Not like what they did last month. They didn't really pay attention, you know? All right, so let's next ideas here. Have people revolving around your content. It's very important in the comment streams of those posts to know a couple of key questions to ask or to infer in your commentary too, as I mean, you post something about a story and sometimes it's just, you know what happens on that comment thread. Sometimes it just takes off on a life of its own, right? And you have pro and con and trolls and positive and this and that, you know, but it's there. Don't worry about the trolling. Don't worry about the people that don't care. Don't worry about the negativity. There are also going to be a lot of people, whether they engage, meaning a lot of people will engage, they'll read the content, they'll be interested, but maybe they're too scared because they think their boss is looking at their social media activity, right? And they don't want to click like. They don't want to comment themselves, but they're reading. They're consuming. They don't feel alone. Oh, there's somebody else that feels that same way. I'm not the only one that knows about this. Maybe somebody else has got some heart disease because of work stress, or they're nervous about getting laid off potentially or whatever, right? And see, a lot of the powers that be like to make people feel isolated, like you are the only one. You got a mindset problem. You got an attitude problem, Johnny. Right? Just get over there, Johnny, and just, you know, fix your attitude and get back to work and just deal with it. Grow up, right? But they make you feel like you're the only one. Come on, Johnny, you're the only one, man. You're just complaining. You're just a complainer. You know, that's not a real chest pain you're suffering through. Come on, man. You know, do a couple of push-ups, drink some water, get back to work, right? And a lot of times they make people feel isolated enough now on social media. People are scared to like, they're scared to comment, they're scared to post because somebody's watching what they're doing on social media. And if they say the wrong thing, if they comment the wrong way, gone. There's 2, 3, 4, 5 people that want that job. Gone, you're out of here, right? So there's that element to the stress as well. So don't worry so much about that, but these questions can still be asked and inferred in your comments, so that you still have a conversation flowing through where they see there is a problem. There is a solution. There is a way to get some information that might help them. Okay, we're going to go through that. Some of the questions are, is it worth it? Whatever you're talking about, whatever the gist of the story is, is it worth it to be in a job that you hate just because it's what pays the rent? Isn't there a better way? That's another question that gets people thinking. Isn't there a better way? There is a better way, right? Why not raise your own kids? Why not? Who told you that you're not allowed to raise your own kids anymore? Some daycare centers got to raise them their whole life? Why is that? Is that the only way? Isn't there another way? What's going on there, right? Is this it for 40 years? Is this all there is? You're 22 years old, you're 32 years old, you're looking at a 42 or a 52-year-old, you're looking at the results of their lifestyle after doing the same thing you're doing now for 20, 30 years. Is that where you want to end up? Or will it be even worse? Because with automation and technology, will you even be allowed? Will you even have the opportunity to last that long and still show up with those lousy results that you see them living under, right? Is this it for 40 years? Isn't it time to change? These are some key questions that you can infer or type directly in your comment stream when a conversation takes off about this stuff to get people thinking. And of course, you have the link to your funnel and invitations to what we do, right? So here's the process. What are you going to do with I'm going to go show you how this looks like and where to find it, but let me just give you this and know that you can come back after tonight. I'm going to share the PowerPoint with you in the group. You can download the PowerPoint, have these, or you can go back to the recording one by one and kind of review these slides in the order that you need them. Okay, you could always come back and go, oh, okay, now here's the process. So when you find a good story like that you want to share, you want to post a story to Facebook. It's one of the fastest ways to get it out there. Then if you have one, you want to post and review on the blog, right? Make a review of that story. It means post a little bit of the story, link out to the story on your blog, and maybe provide your own 2 cents, your own commentary, your own little analysis of what you just read, maybe even breaking up the sections or paragraphs item by item and injecting your opinion and your commentary on them, right? You can do whatever you want, but that's the power of having your own blog. You can start your own Power blog here at Power Lead System 2. That's why I put that in there. Number 3, a lot of people are comfortable just turning on their phones and having a conversation with their Facebook followers. So you can do a live stream and you can talk about the article, right? If you've been following my live streams on Facebook the past couple of days, you see how I have some piece of content open on my laptop, but I'm doing the live stream on my phone. And I just switch the camera and point it at my computer and say, this story, guys, right here, we're talking about this right here, right? And I can still kind of share what's on my computer screen by just pointing my phone camera while I do a live stream at it and share the content and then come back on camera. And we just talk about it for a few minutes and there you go. You can do that. You can review those types of stories and articles on and upload the videos to YouTube and have them there as well, right? Live stream and talk about them. And always remind people too, a lot of these situations, look, this is the system that we were brought up in. It's not your fault that you feel stuck in it. That's okay. We have a solution. There might be a solution that you'll see that you can fit into. This may or may not be for you, but we might have a solution to fix that for you, right? You can always have that part of the conversation. That's where it leads into education, training, and your lead capture page, your funnel. Okay. So your direction and your goals, right? You want to be real. You want to be authentic doing this. You don't want to be fake. You want to be accessible. You want to help them through it. And you want to make sure that you let them know you can guide them to the information. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to be their marketing guru, but you can be the one that's accessible and authentic and real enough and willing to help them and guide them through the information because you know exactly what the next step is, right? And then after that, you know what the next step is and invite them to our Hangouts and invite them to the community and invite them to the Facebook group and just answer some questions and be honest, right? That's all it is. I mean, you don't need a degree to do this, guys. You can help people. You can help them see what you've seen in this program and the people and the community and the training and the support and the systems that we have here that don't need to be reinvented. They're already here. And so that's a little bit of your directional, your own visual goals on what can help the process when you start doing this. And then, of course, it's all part of your system, right? Following up with people daily email, daily Facebook post, video posts, like they act like three-way calls a lot of times, private message with people, texting people, phone calling, Skyping, whatever is more convenient and acceptable, comfortable to them is the way that you want to follow up and communicate with people. If somebody's scared of getting you on the phone, don't try to, don't force them to, I have to get you on the phone for 5 minutes. We have to talk personally. A lot of people are not used to that anymore. So many people now have been conditioned to texting or email or Facebook messaging or Skyping back and forth, that to them, when they hear a person in marketing saying, I have to get you on the phone, what do you think they might be thinking you're going to do, right? Hard pitch and hustle them to death on the phone and waste their time. A lot of people are screening all of their calls. They don't even want to use the phone. They would rather text back and forth. Other people are completely the opposite. This is where your observation skills, your maturity and communication skills, your listening skills come into play. Because some people will think that all of the other stuff is, why are you trying to hide from me with technology? Why can't I just get on the phone with you and have a real conversation, right? Some people are that way. Other people, exactly the opposite. You have to listen and observe and watch and pay attention and review the words and phrases people use and meet them where they are comfortable, at least initially, okay? At least initially. So anyway, and then of course the sales process, you want to lead them to your capture page eventually, Hangouts, follow-up, invite them to the community, free trial, getting started training, and then raise more awareness, teach them how to do what you just did to elicit that awareness and to get them aware, and keep it simple, right? A couple of final little thoughts here before I go on screen share and let you see the way this looks. Post daily, right? Post daily. If you're using a Facebook, the easiest way that we train, right? Facebook, number one, your own blog, maybe a YouTube channel, whatever you're using, whatever platform, you have the opportunity to turn it into your own news broadcasting network. Okay, you can share content, stories, news articles, videos, documentary film. You can post whatever you want on your Facebook, and think about your Facebook not as much just as your Facebook profile, but think of it as that's your channel. That is your network. It's like your own CNN, your own PBS, your own ABC, CBS. Yeah, I got to say all of them because people will be like, oh, I hate that channel. It's not about the channel. It's about understanding you have your own broadcasting power. That is your distribution network. When you move people to your links, that's working as a distribution channel. But when you're just trying to get their attention, that's a media channel. That is a broadcasting station. It's your own broadcasting network. It's your own talk show, right? What is playing on your Facebook profile channel right now? What do you've got playing there? I'll show you mine. I'll show you what I've got playing on my Facebook tonight, right? And that's what people are seeing when they see me posting and engaging in all kinds of other content on Facebook on other people's posts. And they wonder, well, who is this guy, right? They click, they come over to my profiles, like my broadcasting station. And I'll show you what I have on there right now when we go. But more importantly, what does your channel have on it? What are you broadcasting on your Facebook profile? Because if it's just, whatever you ate every day and your cat and your dog, that's great, guys. But, at some point, the CEO of a global marketing firm that you are, you got to be more than just cute little cat pictures and our little toddlers running around. That's great. It's adorable for our family and friends. But to be honest with you, I've got kids, right? I know my prospects, they probably don't care about my kids. They care about what I can do to help them make money online, right? If that's why they came and followed me, I'm gonna put some information on my Facebook that acts more like a media channel to them, where I want them coming to my Facebook because, man, did you hear what happened today? I wonder what Franco's wall says about it, right? That's what I've done with my channel, with my Facebook with my blog, with my YouTube channel. You know, I saw somebody post that the other day on somebody else's post. You know, they were about what was going on. You know what's been going on the past few days in Las Vegas. You guys know all that stuff, right? I don't want to go there. But where it's pertinent to us is that somebody else, completely not even on my team or nothing, they were talking about it and asking somebody else about it. And the other person said, oh yeah, I think Franco had something like that on his wall already. Let me go check it out. That's powerful. When people are using you as a source of news and information or whatever you're about, you know, and they go to your profile on Facebook to find out what's going on and what's your take on things, that's pretty powerful stuff, guys. Okay. And that's what this will help you to do. So anyway, then you want to follow up, of course, invite people to free training. You don't have to get it right, guys. You just have to get it going. Okay. Don't worry about being perfect. Be yourself. And anyway, so I'll get to this slide in a second. Let me lower this down. And I want to go and show you how and what this is. But again, these slides, I wanted to go through them methodically so that you have them here in the recording. But now let's go teach you what this looks like in real life. So if I go over to my Facebook, right here, right, and I go down, let's take this post as a sample of what I'm talking about right here. Okay, all I did is I brought over a link from a news article that I saw on a site called, I think it was Zero Hedge or Drudge Report or some kind of a news aggregator, right? A website that's got all kinds of headlines linking to different kind of news sources, all kinds of different news sources. But I'm looking, in this case, I was looking for something from economics, from jobs, people tired of their jobs, getting laid off, you know, whatever. And I'm scrolling through and I see this headline, right? NHK reveals journalists' 2013 death was caused by overwork. And then I read the subheadline and it blew my mind. Overwork had caused the death of a 31-year-old female reporter in 2013, according to the labor standards inspectors, the public broadcaster said. Wait a minute. A 31-year-old died of a heart attack because of overwork? Well, man, you know, we've got something to help people in that situation, don't we? Right? So anyway, I go over to the story, and I'll go over to it right now, but just a long story short, so I get the link of the story, I share it to my Facebook, and my headline becomes, her job literally killed her at 31 years old. There's another way. Your job shouldn't kill you, right? And that sometimes is enough to get people's attention that are having a day like that, stressful day, right? For years, year after year, just full of stress. They might look at this and go, man, that's right. You know, so what can we do about it? What do you got? You know, and under the post, I'll go through the post right now, but under the news story in the post, I have an invitation to some information that may help them. No guarantee, right? It's not for everybody, but it might be. So right here, I put in the first comment, not ready to die so fast on the stressful job. There's another way. And I just put my link to my lead capture page, one of my main funnels, Franco Lead System for Power Lead System, right? And I upload, that's why it's important to have some of these images that we provide to you back there. And I also post in the comment with my link, I post a picture just to give them an idea, just to give them a visual of, you know, what's going on. And I link over to my funnel, right? And then they can get over to my funnel right there and start going through some free information. Of course, I'm then going to invite them to these free trainings, the overview hangout, all of that. And it just begins, right? It just begins. But let me go through the post again so you know where I find these and how I post them. So anyway, the story is here, right? Here's a story, the Japan Times news. And I'll show you how I found this. Right, I'll show you how I found this in a second. So here's a picture. Here's a story. Journalist 2013 death was caused by overwork. Check the story out though. Overwork had caused the death of a 31-year-old female reporter in 2013, according to their own labor standards inspectors. So it's a bigger problem than just, you know, one person. Maybe it was, congenital, maybe she was born with a defect. No, no, no. This thing seems to be a problem in the entire society in Japan, right? Providing further evidence of the extreme working conditions many Japanese employees endure. So anyway, it goes on to say more about that problem, right? Because there's another one here that they talk about. It says Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's administration has been seeking to improve working conditions in the country following the suicide of a new recruit at advertising giant Dentsu Inc. Now, people might say that are downplaying this. Oh, you know, people commit suicide all the time. People are born with heart defects. You know, maybe it was that. Well, would their version of their president of the entire country and their labor standards board and the government be looking this deeply into making changes in their society because they have these kinds of working conditions if it was just sporadic, one here or one there? This is an endemic problem that they have, part of what's going on in their economic system, right? Is this something that maybe some of our workers in your market can relate to? Being overworked and stressed the heck out? Yeah, right? So, I mean, this is a story that I wanted to share. So how did I find it, though? Let me show you. So anyway, I found it by going and searching Google News or having some news aggregators. I actually found it a combination. It was either drudgereport.com, some of the headlines in there, I saw it. Oh, person dies at 31 from heart attack, stressed out at work. Really? Let me go check out that story, right? A lot of times, Zero Hedge will write a lot of stories that way, right? Drudge Report. They aggregate a lot of different news from a lot of different websites, a lot of different journalist companies, and they'll report their headlines, and you find stories that way. Other times you can come in here if you're looking for something specific. For example, you know, people are talking a lot about artificial intelligence replacing jobs and robotics replacing jobs, right? So as an example, if I wanted to check that, I can pop that in the search right here on Google, search it, and then click on news, and then it isolates some news stories, right? And let's say like this one, 6 jobs artificial intelligence is replacing soon. You know, you can read that one, see if you like that, if you'd like to use that one. There's this one, robotics, is your job at risk? This is a CNN Money article, September 15, 2017, pretty recent, right? Here's another one. Let me see. Imagine how great universities could be without all those humans. Right? I mean, there's stories everywhere, guys. Are you ready for a robo CEO? Teaming humans with robotic AI will remake modern manufacturing. Manufacturing jobs? I don't know. There we go. Right? So anyway, you look for them that way. Let me plug in another search to see if this story comes up again. So workplace death. Workplace death or workplace stress, maybe. Right? Heart attack. I don't know. So let's plug in something and see what happens. Yeah, there it is right there. See, this is the same story, but it's over at the New York Daily News. Woman in Japan dies from overwork, a common cause of death over there. And maybe over here too, right? So there's a story there. 31-year-old dies of heart attack due to overwork. Different stories reporting the same, right? A young woman has died from working too much in Japan, right? She worked 159 overtime hours in a month, and that led to her death. It was just crazy, right? Is work killing you? High stress levels increase your risk of deadly, I don't know. You know, we can check that out. So we can click on this, open up the story. Sometimes I don't like opening up these because sometimes videos start playing that I can't stop. So anyway, well, hopefully not. But so here it is in the Sun, right? And the headline here is dying for a day off. Is work killing you? High stress levels increase your risk of deadly heart attack or stroke. People who reported feeling happier overall had lower levels of fat in their blood, which puts them at a lower risk of heart disease, according to new research, right? But the main headline is pretty important there. That's an impactful headline. Right? It's a throwaway comment. We all say work is killing me. But if you're stressed out all the time, it may well be doing just that. And there we go into the story, right? There we go into the story. And so there's no lack of stories like this, guys. And you can find content like this and work it into your posting. And then the way I did it is I put it here like this. Let me take care of this. Just eliminate these stories here. And so that's the way I put it. I just share the story, and then under there, I'll put a little invitation to check out some information that may help them, right? And so that's the way you can constantly scan for stories this way. Let me scan my Facebook. And then, there's another story I added here, green light. Remittances market, which is a multi-billion-dollar market. If you're on the niche of Bitcoin or something like that, I pull stories according to other niches that I promote, and there it is. Right? So in Mexico, they're using Bitcoin now. They've green-lighted Bitcoin. And so Bitcoin's future continues to grow brighter, multi-billion-dollar markets. And there's the story. I don't have to try and sell any concept. I can just use authoritative, legit news and reports to let people know what's going on, raise awareness, right? We're raising awareness. And of course, then, I invite them to basics about whatever I'm promoting, and boom, there they go. You can do the same thing on whatever your niche is. Other things that I share to get people thinking, right? Isn't it time to think outside the box and do your own thing from home, right? And I just invite people. Here's what I was doing this morning, just doing a little live stream with people talking about some of this, right? Talking about some news and some updates. Okay, so see how your Facebook can become your own channel where people can choose to come and get content, watch videos, review the news that you're sharing. Maybe it's news that they have not seen in other sources, right? And they start coming to your channel to see what's going on, to consume content. And a lot of times what you can do is in the first comments, you can slide in there and include links to your funnel, to your opportunity, to your free training, right? Here's a great video that I actually downloaded off of YouTube and uploaded as a video here on my Facebook. Art Williams, the founder of Primerica, Just Do It, his speech, right? Fuel your production. That's a motivational, cool speech right there. It got shared 4 times. People liked it and stuff. So that reminds them of stuff. Here's videos from The Rock, right? So, it's your channel. It's your broadcasting network on your Facebook. You can play any content that you want. It doesn't always have to be your content, but it can be good content that can motivate people, right? And you can share it on your channel and get people used to coming to your channel to see stuff, right? Like this. Like, what are you talking about? Free stuff from Bernie? Nah, man, I build my own business. He can go elsewhere. I don't need a socialist communist to tell me, what I can and can't have and this and that. I'm going to build my business. I'm going to treat my family to a lifestyle that we earn, right? More little live streaming about news and stuff like that. Using different hoaxes. People think, hey, what you're doing, isn't that just a scam? Ain't that just a scam? You want to talk about a scam? Let's talk about a scam. How about the money hoax, right? Lending people money all around the globe, lending people money that does not exist, and then charging interest on it. Let's talk about a money scam, a money hoax, right? Now, what I do isn't a hoax. I can help you make your own money. Now, if you want to talk about a hoax, you're probably sitting in one right now. You're inside of their hoax, not mine. Right? So anyway, that's a little bit of a look at how you can begin to turn your Facebook into your own media channel, share some information to entertain, inspire, uplift, inform, educate, and motivate people to your solutions, to link over and review your solutions and what you can do for them, right? And then, of course, that after your funnel, right, you can invite them over to your funnel. Did I show you the funnel already? Yeah, Pocket Full of Cash. They can get over there. And then in follow-up, you can invite them over to our training, right? Wednesday, Thursday. And then you can plug yourself into training. Let me show you this in closing. Let me show you this so we can wrap up. We've got about 10 minutes. So in the back office of Power Lead System, what you can do to find all of this training and mix it in to your daily plan of operation is you can hover over training. When you hover over training, look at the kind of training that we provide for you here. Okay, I'm going to invite you to a very specific training tonight, but right here is your training area. You've got the Social Profit Academy, teaches you ways that you can leverage Facebook and their advertising platform to generate leads and traffic and sell stuff. Free ad secrets. That's where we teach you how to generate traffic on your own, number one, and then how to create little team traffic co-ops and co-manage traffic generation co-ops for your team. And as you get good at doing that, your traffic can become free because you're managing traffic generation for a growing number of your team or other people. And by you being the professional that runs the campaign and makes sure that they're getting good traffic flow, you then can compensate yourself with generating a share of that traffic. They pay, you manage it, you run it, they're happy, you're happy, because now you've got traffic flowing in, right? Being creative. That's what we teach you inside of that course, Free Ad Secrets. Then, of course, the basic fundamental one that everybody should be training on right now is Endless Free Leads 2017. That's where Max teaches you exactly how to begin to build your Facebook audience consistently, the right way, and prospecting and generating leads on Facebook. We've got the live training events. We've got the Power VIP Club, the training center, and we've got Master Traffic Academy. All great, solid training that if you're doing those fundamentals and you add what I just taught you how to do right now, because if you use Endless Free Leads, if you generate traffic from our traffic sources and generate leads, you start doing what our training tells you to do and invite them to follow you on Facebook, they're going to start following you on Facebook. What are they going to see? That's what we covered tonight. Let them see some powerful, uplifting information that can serve them and then guide them into your funnel. Okay, but I want to leave you with this one down here, this one that I haven't mentioned yet. See this one that says Roadmap to Riches? In your back office, log in, hover over training, and then click on Roadmap to Riches and make sure you go through that training. Let me show it to you. Roadmap to Riches. We're going to go back to PowerPoint. I'm going to go right here. Okay, let me go back to the slideshow from the current slide. This one right here, let me leave you with this homework. Use this as homework in the back office. What you do is you click on it. It opens up this page. It says, click here to download Roadmap to Riches. It is a PDF ebook. It is a PDF. Download it. And if you're really serious, print it out. Hard copy. Print the thing out and go through it. It says, discover how to easily live the life of your dreams by giving away something very valuable for free. And it walks you step by step through a mastermind of a blueprint on how you can leverage Power Elite System to give away something of value for free and generate full-time income doing it. And you can see right there, go through the steps. You're going to learn those following steps. Step number 1 is overview of the Power Elite System. Step number 2 is how to easily earn a lucrative income. Step number 3 is the foundation of our system. Step number 4 is huge value of sales and information funnels. Step number 5 is how to promote our system. And then step number 6 is how to virtually guarantee your success. Very, very important. That works right along with these training sessions on Thursdays. They work together. It's the same universe. Internalize this information. It's going to really help you see the vision here and be more effective on a short schedule. Full-time money, part-time effort. That's the vision. That's the goal. And Roadmap to Riches, this training helps you to understand how that is possible. Okay, so go ahead and go through that. Let me see if there's any other slides. That's it, my friends. So that's it for tonight. Now, the easiest shortcut that you can take to learning how to implement what I taught tonight is follow some of us on Facebook that are doing this. And you follow us and you'll see when I share stories like that, feel free to model that and take those posts and make them your own, or find similar stories like that. But you can always just follow us and see what we're doing, see what we're posting, the kind of information we're posting, and you can guide yourself that way. You don't need a $20,000 coaching program to learn how to do this stuff, guys. You don't need that. Just Watch the marketers market. Watch the promoters promote. Watch the duplication masters. Watch how they duplicate. Just watch success happen and model it. Keep it very simple, but model those. And someone told me a long time ago, yeah, do I have to buy this $20,000 copywriting course to learn how to write better copy, this and that? No. If that person is actually selling that consistently, you know what you got to do? Go through the marketing, go through how they sell it, and just model that. Right? So it's all hidden in plain sight. There are no secrets, right? We lead you to the strategies that work consistently. They're easy to remember. The masses out there are too stressed out financially. Look at that story. People are stressed out, right? They don't have any time right now to do any complicated guru stuff. The vast majority they don't have the will to do it. They don't have the time to do it. They don't want to go back to that kind of in-depth schooling to learn that at that level, right? A lot of people just want a simple, fun way. You show people how to do something simple that can duplicate, the masses can do that, right? You show people how to duplicate something in mass that generates significant cash flow, they're really going to enjoy doing that. Nobody wants to come on the internet and do complicated stuff and be all confused and get peanuts for doing it. Right, so keep that in mind too. That's why we like to keep everything as simplified as humanly possible here. So anyway, that's training for this week, guys. This is going to be recorded on your training hangout page. Invite people to free training. Let them go through this. You know how to find the recording. You know how to replicate this page, and now you know how to generate traffic and generate interest from social media, and then invite them to free training like this, where we can teach them the big picture and get them over to your funnel. Welcome to Power Lead System. I'll see you live next week. Enjoy the training and have fun. Take massive action inviting people to your version of this page and get people to these recordings. Okay, I'll see you next week. Bye for now.